Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are stepping into a battle that is already shaping the future of global air warfare. A battle that isn't happening on television, but quietly unfolding across borders, radar networks, and strategy rooms. The confrontation between Russia's Su-57 and Israel's F-351 is more than a comparison between two fighter jets. It is the beginning of a new era, a war for air dominance that has already begun long before missiles start flying. The Su-57 represents Russia's vision of power projection. It was built to counter Western stealth technology with raw maneuverability, advanced aerodynamics, and versatile weapon systems. Russia believes in a philosophy where speed, agility, and heavy missile loadouts can overcome stealth through a combination of sensors and aggressive engagement strategies. The Su-57 carries the legacy of jets like the Su-27 and Su-35, pushing that tradition into the next generation. The F-351 is Israel's answer to a changing battlefield where information is more powerful than brute force. Built upon the foundation of stealth, first philosophy, the F-351 is designed around the idea that the jet you cannot see is the jet you cannot stop. Where Russia prioritizes physical dominance, Israel prioritizes digital supremacy. The F-351 is less of a fighter jet and more of a flying intelligence hub. It is a sensor fusion machine that turns the sky into a network-controlled battle space. The war between these two aircraft is already happening, not in direct combat, but in the strategic development of tactics, radar systems, electronic warfare doctrines, and next-generation weapons. Every upgrade on the Su-57 is a counter to expected Western and Israeli capabilities. Every new software update on the F-351 is built to stay several moves ahead of adversaries like Russia. The Su-57 excels in maneuverability. With 3D thrust, vectoring engines, the aircraft can perform extreme angles of attack, high G-turns, and evasive maneuvers that few fighters in the world can match. Its aerodynamics allow it to take dogfighting to a level where quick reflexes and engine power dominate. Russia knows that if an enemy gets too close, pure physics becomes more important than stealth. But the challenge is getting close. The F-351 is built to prevent that situation from ever happening. Its stealth profile dramatically reduces radar detection range. Its electronic warfare suite can bend, distort, or block incoming radar waves. Its sensor fusion network allows it to see the Su-57 long before the Su-57 has any meaningful lock. In modern air warfare, he who sees first wins, and the F-351 is designed to ensure that it always sees first. Russia's counter lies in long-wave radars, infrared search systems, and multi-static detection. The Su-57 is equipped with advanced L-band antennas inside its wings, which theoretically allow it to detect stealth aircraft at longer ranges. While this does not guarantee a missile lock, it provides the pilot with early information. Russia hopes that by combining multiple sensors, the Su-57 can drag stealth aircraft into its engagement zone. In theory, this would allow the Su-57 to force a fight on its own terms. Israel prevents this with data. The F-351 constantly communicates with drones, satellites, ground stations, and other aircraft. It does not operate alone. This is where the fundamental difference lies. The Su-57 is a powerful lone fighter. The F-351 is a node in a much larger digital web. When one F-351 sees the Su-57, every F-351 sees it. When a drone sees it, the F-351 sees it. When a satellite detects unusual activity, the F-351 integrates that information instantly. This creates a battlefield where the Su-57's attempts to hide or approach quietly become nearly impossible. Every move is monitored, every emission is analyzed, and every signal becomes a clue. Israel's doctrine uses the F-351 less as a fighter and more as the command brain of the battle space. When the Su-57 enters the area, the F-351 already knows. In terms of speed, the Su-57 holds the advantage. It is faster in afterburner and slightly better at supercruise. It has a more powerful thrust output and a larger airframe designed for endurance and brute acceleration. The Su-57 was built to challenge high-speed intruders and to chase down aircraft that rely on hit and run tactics, but speed alone cannot outrun a missile, and this is where the F-351 becomes dangerous. The jet's ability to select the best firing solution from a network of sensors allows it to launch missiles from angles that the Su-57 may not expect. The F-351 may not need to expose itself at all. It can remain silent, let a drone illuminate the target, and fire from total stealth. This asymmetry defines the real war. The Su-57 must expose itself to find the F-351. The F-351 must only remain quiet to defeat the Su-57. The more the Su-57 moves, scans, or maneuvers, the more it reveals. The quieter the F-351 stays, the more it dominates. This imbalance is at the core of modern electronic warfare, and both nations are enhancing their aircraft accordingly. The Su-57's updated engines, known as the Isdali I-30, promise significant performance boosts. Better thrust, improved fuel efficiency, and reduced infrared signature are all part of Russia's plan to bring the Su-57 to its full potential. The aircraft will also feature newer missiles, including hypersonic variants, giving it the ability to strike quickly and unpredictably. These improvements aim to give Russia the ability to counter advanced stealth aircraft before they become too difficult to track. The F-351, meanwhile, is undergoing upgrades in processing power, artificial intelligence, driven targeting, and advanced communication security. Israel is shaping the F-351 into a platform that will control automatic drone swarms, electronic decoys, and multiple air defense penetrations simultaneously. Where the Su-57 upgrades its physical strengths, the F-351 upgrades its brain. If both jets were to meet in a real battle, the first encounter would likely be invisible. The Su-57 would fly with its sensors scanning, searching for unusual radar reflections or heat signatures. The F-351 would glide silently, waiting for the Su-57 to make the first detectable move. The battle would not begin with missiles, it would begin with information. Once the engagement starts, the F-351 would likely fire first using long-range missiles guided by multiple sensors. The Su-57 would rely on its maneuverability to evade, using its superior physical performance to survive the initial attack. If the Su-57 manages to close distance, the fight becomes more even. At close range, stealth matters less and maneuverability matters more. The Su-57 becomes a predator here, aiming to force the F-351 into a dogfight. But the F-351 is not designed to dogfight. It is designed to avoid dogfights entirely. Its pilot is trained to disengage, disappear, and reappear from a better angle. The aircraft's entire philosophy is built around long-range dominance, avoiding the areas where the Su-57 has an advantage. This fight between stealth and maneuverability mirrors the broader fight between information warfare and traditional air combat. The Su-57 represents an era when dogfights and engine power decided the outcome. The F-351 represents a new era where data, communication, and electronic warfare rewrite the rules. This silent war is not measured in destroyed jets. It is measured in upgrades, radar changes, and tactical shifts happening behind the scenes. Every time Russia updates the Su-57 sensor suite, it is responding to threats posed by aircraft like the F-351. Every time Israel upgrades the F-351's electronic warfare abilities, it is preparing for jets like the Su-57. Both nations are adjusting, adapting, and preparing for a conflict they hope never happens, but one they must always be ready for. In the end, the war for air dominance is not decided by a single aircraft. It is decided by philosophy, strategy, and how a nation prepares for unseen battles, The Su-57 brings force, agility, and power. The F-351 brings stealth, intelligence, and precision. The true battle has already begun, fought through innovation, strategy, and an unending race for technological superiority. And as the world watches, these two giants of the sky continue to evolve, quietly shaping the future of air combat, one upgrade, one software patch, and one secret test flight at a time. If you enjoyed this deep dive into advanced air warfare, make sure to like the video, share it everywhere, and subscribe to the channel for more detailed breakdowns. Your support keeps these analyses coming, and there is much more ahead in the world of modern military technology.